going to get anything better unless you come together. So I kind of don't understand why y'all turn against each other, but that's not the point I'm trying to make. I have multiple things, because like 3 days ago, I had no intention of voting whatsoever, because I had heard what my friend said about the Democratic side. Can you please shut up while I'm talking?
Just don't let it get to you, please. Continue.
Okay, because it's just disrespectful. But so I had people telling me about the Democratic Party, like different stuff. They were like, "This is good because of this," and then I had my family. They're like, "Well, Trump's good because of this." So then I just started researching, literally 3 days ago, and I fell down this whole like rabbit hole of so much stuff.
Are you getting to the point?
That's why I will be voting for the Democratic Party.
Can I ask you, and it's not your question, what did you find persuasive enough to convince you to vote for Democrats?
Well, so you talked about Trump creating safe cities, safe streets, just a safe country, but you know about his rally where he said that he wants 1 full day of police retaliation to eradicate crime. You know about that? Are you familiar with the Night of Broken Glass? Kristallnacht, World War II. Are you familiar with that?
I'm intimately familiar. I'm trying to understand the connection. Are we doing the Nazi thing again, or like, are we?
You heard what she just said, right? According to this lady over here, she was not going to vote until just about 3 days ago when, after talking to her friends, she decided, oh, hey, it's time to go vote for Democrats.
There's honestly...
So crime was lower under Trump than under Kamala and Joe Biden. So I'm not, like, much lower. Violent crime was substantially and sizably lower in every major metro area and every major state.
Okay, I'll give you that one. Because, like I said, I just started researching like 3 days ago.
For sure.
I'm not like everybody else here where I've just been plotting this all.
But tell me what,
No.
it's not your question. I just want to know, as someone who does this for a living, because then I can get better. What did you find that you're like, now I'm voting for the Democrat Party? What made that click?
Okay, so the thing with me was my mom kept telling me, oh, go look at the websites. You have to look at the political party website. So I'm like, okay, fine. Like, I'll look at those too. And so I did, even though those are the most biased sources you're going to get because they're, you know. I was looking under economy because that's everyone's main argument about Trump. They're like, oh, well, I don't like him, but I like his policies. So I wanted to look at his policies. So then I did, and they were a little too strangely similar to the ones I was looking at the Democratic Party. So I'm like, how am I supposed to know which one to believe? Like you're saying.
Good question. It's a great question. So which one did it better for 4 years? Kamala and Joe or Trump?
Are we not under Trump's tax policy right now? Till 2025?
Well, first of all, tax policy is a small part of economic policy. I mean, Joe Biden.
We're going to go into $2 trillion in debt by 2028 because of his tax policy.
That's actually not true.
It actually is true.
No, actually, so what the tax cut actually did is spur economic growth. And what you're talking about is not annualized deficits. You're talking about cumulative debt over 7 to 8 years. But you know what the tax cuts did? It actually cut your taxes. It was the largest middle class tax cut in American history. Now, I just want to ask a question. It's not a trick question.
Before Charlie Kirk asks that question, there's a quick little contradiction that we should notice right there. You notice that she said that Trump's tax policy is causing this kind of $2 trillion in debt that's going to manifest within a couple of years. But then at the same time, she says, well, Trump's tax policy is still in action while Democrats are in office. Okay, so which one is it? If Trump's tax policy is still in effect anyways, even though Democrats are in office and can easily get rid of it, then why does it matter if you vote for Democrats? Apparently, they're causing the same economic drain that Trump is. Just a little contradiction that I think Charlie missed there that's important to point out.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, they can get rid of it. So if you don't like it, the Democrats don't like it, and they're in charge right now, they could have got rid of it. Obviously, it's working.
Aside from that, she's talked about how the policies are really similar. Well, yeah, that's because Kamala Harris very famously or infamously steals Trump's policies. A big one, for example, was no taxes on tips. Trump was saying that, it was popular, and then Kamala just had to adopt it. Aside from that, well, she's pretending to be tough on the border now. That's hilarious, given the disaster of a shit show we've seen in the past 4 years with Joe Biden, where 10 million illegal immigrants entered the United States, all while Kamala was the border czar.
75% of Americans say the economy was better under Trump.
Were we not under Obama's tax policy? And plus the pandemic, that's not really normal. So of course the economy is going.
Well, hold on, you got to stop with this like Obama, Trump. You have to take ownership of your administration. So Trump will take ownership. He had the lowest unemployment, wages were going up, no inflation, housing boom. Why is that? He kept energy prices low, cut tax for middle class families, got rid of stupid regulation, and we saw an economic renaissance.